When many of us think of the title Around the World in 80 Days, we either think of the classic story by Jules Verne or the awkward movie starring Jackie Chan. But when Nellie Bly saw it, she considered it a challenge. But a solo journey around the world may not have been the wildest experience she had in her amazing life. In this video, I will discuss 3 major events in the life of Elizabeth Cochrane, aka Nellie Bly, that will prove her to be an influential and groundbreaking force in the field of journalism.
I almost had to wait.
Elizabeth was born to wealth in a town bearing her surname, and her father owned it all.
Ugh! What is this gelatinous muck?
She didn't, however, let her lofty position in society deter her from taking up the mantle of the downtrodden and the oppressed.
Mrs. Burbage, would you come over here for a moment? Has it escaped your attention that these children have head-to-toe poison oak?
Well, no. Yes, but...
But what?
After reading a local column suggesting women are primarily designed for the 3 C's, cooking, cleaning, and kids, she responded to the article with her own letter to the editor. And the editor was so impressed that he actually gave her a job. After writing a column about the need for divorce reform and an in-depth look at her undercover investigation of the treatment of female factory workers, the Pittsburgh Dispatch reassigned her to the fashion and celebrity gossip section after advertisers complained. Not satisfied with the challenge of writing about tea parties and undergarments, she left for Mexico at the age of 21. She wasn't going to Cancun to party, but to report on the customs and cultures of the peoples there. It was only after reporting on and protesting the unfair imprisonment of a local journalist by Mexican dictator Porfirio Diaz that she was offered a jail cell of her own and needed to flee the country. Her reports are collected in the book 6 Months in Mexico. Her most famous undercover investigation was into the treatment of patients at mental institutions. She stayed up all night to make herself look more disheveled, told people around her that everyone else was crazy.
Stop staring at me. Eat your checkers.
Police were called, and within 24 hours, she was committed to the Women's Lunatic Asylum on Blackwell Island. 10 days later, she was released at the request of her newspaper, The World.
Annie!
And her expose, 10 Days in a Madhouse, detailed inhumane treatment of patients and caused nationwide reform for the treatment of mental health. Nellie Bly's next big adventure was to make Jules Verne's fictional Around the World in 80 Days story into fact. On November 14, 1888, and traveling with little more than the clothes on her back and a few changes of underwear, she saw, experienced, and reported many wonders of the world, and returned with a monkey she bought in Singapore 72 days after she left. Elizabeth Cochrane, pen name Nellie Bly, continued to achieve great success in her life, but her willingness to express her thoughts, feelings, and facts about the way women were treated in this country, her willingness to put her life in danger in order to inform the masses and make reforms, make her undoubtedly one of the most influential journalists in American history. Remember, friends, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe. Cheers.